In contaminated consciousness, we think we are the Lord of all we survey and we are the enjoyer. But actually, the Supreme Lord is both the creator and enjoyer. And the living entity, being part and parcel of the Lord, is neither the creator nor enjoyer, but a cooperator. For example, a part of the machine cooperates with the whole machine. One nourishes a tree by watering the roots, and one nourishes the body by feeding the stomach. For the body to be healthy, all its different parts must cooperate with the stomach and not try to enjoy separately to be happy. There is complete facility for the living entities to realize the complete, and all sorts of incompleteness are due to incomplete knowledge of the complete. Bhagavad Gita contains the complete knowledge of Vedic wisdom, which is beyond any mistakes and is the essence of all Vedic knowledge. Vedic knowledge is not a question of research. Our research work is imperfect because we are researching things with imperfect senses. Vedic knowledge is received from transcendental sources which are infallible. Human being has 4 defects, and with these defects one cannot deliver perfect information. Vedic knowledge is above these defects and should be accepted as it is without interpretation. As a civilized human being, we should understand that we are not this body, but we are spiritual in nature. And this body is just like the clothes we put on. After realizing that you are not this body, then you should refuse to act like animals whose only business is to eat, sleep, mate and defend. The Bhagavad Gita fully explains the duties of human birth, which is to return to our real home, which is in the spiritual world, and this can be easily done by just accepting the instructions of Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna promises that he will personally take care of all our karma if we surrender to him. He assures us that we should not fear from our past sins. The material energy is the separated energy of the Supreme Lord, and the living entities are also energy of the Supreme Lord, but they are not separated but eternally related. This means that the living entities have an eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord. Karma is not eternal, and we are suffering or enjoying the results of our past and present activities from time immemorial. The results of our karma can be changed. This is very important point because most people think that one cannot change one's karma. But this is not true. As Srila Prabhupada states in the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, the question then arises, how can we change our karma for the better? This is nicely explained in the Bhagavad Gita, what activities we should adopt to change our karma. Therefore, it is essential that we read Bhagavad Gita as it is to know what activities we should perform to get free from our karma. I will explain the activities we need to perform later in my lectures. The Lord is conscious of all living entities because Lord Krishna says that He is situated in the heart of all living entities. The Lord gives direction to living entities as per their desire. By acting independently of the Lord's instruction, we entangle ourselves in the actions and reactions of our karma. Only when the living entity is in the mode of goodness and understands what activities one should perform, then only would he be able to realize the inner self. If he does so, then all the actions and reactions of his past karma can be changed. Lord Krishna says that when he descends to this material world, his consciousness is not materially affected. If this was the case, then Sri Krishna would have been unfit to speak on transcendental matters as he did in the Bhagavad Gita. We cannot say anything about transcendental or the spiritual world without being free from materially contaminated consciousness. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that we have to purify this materially contaminated consciousness. In pure consciousness, our activities will be dovetailed to the will of the Supreme Lord, and that will make us happy. It is not that we have to stop our activities, but we should perform purified activities which are called bhakti. Activities in bhakti may seem to be like ordinary activities, but they are not contaminated because in pure activities we do everything for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. These activities are transcendental to the three modes of material nature, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance. When we are materially conditioned, we are called conditioned souls. When we think we are this material body, we are under our false ego. One who is absorbed in the bodily conception of life cannot understand his true situation. Bhagavad Gita was spoken to liberate one from the bodily conception of life. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.